monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me. A road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling this war. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. Adrenaline pressure, it's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, better do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key controlled by fight or flight. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
What's up, everybody? Hold on, I gotta pull the mic closer. What is going on? Okay, if you've been with me for a while, you know what this last song means. Go get your drinks, go get your snacks. It's gonna be a long one tonight because we are watching a bunch of stuff. And because we're researching tonight because I didn't get a chance to do it for the last 2 days. So get your drinks, get your snacks, go get you some smoky smoke if you need it. Do what you gotta do. We're getting started after this song.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah.
Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag. live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Put a rock star in the side, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Put a rock star in the side, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
What is up, everybody? Julie Virgo. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for joining Just Saying Squad. Amber Chick. Okay, I understand you've been a member for 22 months, and God knows I appreciate it, okay, ma'am? But only 2 middle fingers? I'm used to like 4 to 6. Alright? You're gonna show me love, show me love. Damn. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh, yeah, I gotta pop out. I gotta pop out this chat too, because yet again I'm not getting into chat. I've got to figure out what's going on with Stream Elements. All right, pop out chat. Do 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 do. All right, down right there. We are good. Pull that down a little bit. All right. Yes, at least my chat window isn't small. Poor Matt Pitt and his small chat window. Go figure. Bless his heart. Bless his little heart. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, because I didn't get a chance to research like I wanted to the last 2 days. I've been dealing with cat issues, like literally my cat Penelope. I have been dealing with other, IRL issues and online issues, whatever. So, we're going to do that today. All right. I saw somebody in the comments saying, I hope I go over, the Native American thing. No, I'm not going over the Native American thing. Thank you, Amber Chick. Now that's showing me love, baby. Damn right. Pop this out. 21 middle finger salute. Yes. Or more than 21, but you know what I mean. No, I am not reacting to that video. I don't have that video of her doing it. And honestly, she got owned for that back then. So, listen, it's one of those things where people get told they are Native American when in fact they do not have Native American in them. It's a long, I'm not getting into it. But yes, she did that, and yes, she got corrected. So, matter of fact, I was friends with the person who corrected her. So, yes, Penelope is doing just fine. She's a lot better today than she was yesterday. So, I'm not getting into that. I'm not worried about it. I'm more talking about the lies with this whole Adam McIntyre, Colleen Ballinger stuff. So basically what I'm going to do, we're going to go through the why I left the Colleen Ballinger fandom, because I didn't watch the beginning part, and I'm going to be taking notes. And then we're going to go on over to like Paige's video where Paige does the interview with her. We're also going to look where she ended up talking to Adam McIntyre and what she said there. And we might even go and look at the part when I talked to her, because she was lying her ass off everywhere. So Poor Adam has been getting so many threats. People are unhinged. I mean, it's the internet. People are unhinged, unfortunately. Please go over that. She whipped out the notebook. Julie. Oh, and by the way, if y'all haven't watched, that night after I got off the live stream with her, I went over to my homeboys now recording, and Eva came with me and Eva. But basically, it was almost like a broadcast now recording collab. But we talked about the situation, the whole situation with Kodeerants and Adam and Colleen, and talked about how I went up there and stuff like that. It's a good episode. Everybody should go watch it. You make sure you write that down for your therapist, Adam. 100%. 100% make sure you write that down. I'm going to be writing it down for my therapist. And I hope y'all know, y'all are my, some of y'all pay me to be my therapist, okay? Alright, let's see. And I'm not using that damn video with the watermarks. I would like to personally say this to the person. When you go to re-upload a video, can we not put a watermark that is huge right down the freaking middle with your @ on there? Like, can we put it like in the corner? Like, put it in the top left corner or like the bottom left corner, okay? And you can even make it to where it's like, I don't know, like until about right here, because my ADHD hates seeing your @ in the whole video. That's why I'm not showing your video, okay? Can we not do that? We understand it's yours. All you have to do is put it here for the watermark. It doesn't mean it has to cover the whole damn video. Thank you. It made me angry. I had to say something. You know? It's like, damn, put the watermark somewhere else. My ADHD couldn't handle it. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. But I mean, thank you for uploading it. We appreciate it. We appreciate you uploading it. But damn, you ain't got to put the watermark there. Yeah, people be acting like they made the video. Why the watermark in the first place? To transform it. I can understand the watermark, but they just didn't have to put it there. I've done the same thing, so I can't get like when I've gone over certain creators' videos and they like the copyright strike, I put music, filters, and a watermark on it just so they can't say I didn't transform it. So I mean, I get it. I get why they did it. Yep. Alright, so we're going to start off with this video. Oh, and of course, I forget. Hold on.
Warning, this...
Yeah, I got you, chick. Why I left the Colleen Ballinger. So this is the video that she did, where she talked about herself and the Adam McIntyre part. So we're going to do it at 1.25, because she talks way too slow for me. Alright, so let's go.
This video contains content that some may find disturbing.
Okay, jump scare. God, I hate your videos so much, dude. You know what? We're gonna mute during that. We get it, Cody. We get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. Oh, dead air, dead air, dead air.
It's Kodeerants here, and today I'm going to be talking about Colleen Ballinger. Now, you guys are probably wondering,
Cody, why are you talking about Colleen? You know that her fandom is wild and they will go after you.
yes, I'm fully aware that the fandom will...
I absolutely hate when she changes the voices in this video. It makes me want to bang my head against my desk until I go unconscious. Not gonna lie. No blush, this is the video that she did where she outs the Adam McIntyre stuff. What's up, Mama McIntyre?
Be very toxic to me and very mad at me for posting this video, but I do not care. I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm just like, F it, I'm just going to talk about what I want to talk about, and if you don't like it, that is your problem, not.
Really, girl? Really, girl? Because that's not what it looks like now. Just saying.
Mine. So I'm just going to post this video, and if there's a lot of backlash, great, I'll get more money, so whatever.
Okay, so great, I'll get more money. Hold on, I'm writing it down. Example number 1 that it was about you. All right.
I don't care. Go ahead and tweet my video in your little group chats, post about it online, make all the hate comments you want. It will pay my bills. Let's go.
Go ahead and make all the hate comments you want, and then Dustin Daly drops a video and she has a fit.
Go ahead and talk about my time in the Colleen Ballinger fandom and why I believe her fandom is the most toxic fandom online, and why I think she's just as bad as Shane Dawson.
Adam cuts to fleeing the internet.
So for me to talk about Colleen Ballinger and being in her fandom, I also think it is important that I tell you about my time that I personally spent in her fandom. Now, I joined the fandom, I believe, in like 2017, 2018. I didn't really know what a fandom...
Hold on, 2017, 2018. You know, here's the thing. When I was up there talking to her, I didn't know that she was already a Colleen stan. And that's why I said, oh, that was before you were like a big old stan of Colleen. And that right there, to me, yeah, you did that. You did this video because you got pissed off.
Was at the time, I was already a fan of Colleen, but I was getting more into Twitter because I really didn't go on Twitter that much until like 2018, 2017. I'm not really sure the exact date that I joined and like started doing stuff. That's when I remember like being like a Twitter gal, like going on Twitter a lot. I joined her fandom after I made a video just kind of making...
Okay, I have a question about the fandom too. Wasn't Miranda Sings made for kids? Or, like, I have a problem figuring out how adults found Miranda Sings funny. Like, it's for kids. I mean, it's creepy for kids, but it's still, yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, okay.
Fun of Colleen and like her outfit choices. I don't remember the exact video. And then I remember her having like a purple shirt and like red lipstick, which is very Colleen like for Miranda and whatever. I was just like,
Oh, I'm gonna make fun of this video because she looks really silly.
and so I made this video and I don't have it anymore, unfortunately, because
Yeah, Cody was just grown in that fandom. Like, we looked at Cody like a granny. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I used to have an iPhone, and when I switched to Android, because yeah, I'm an Android girly now, and I don't care because I love Android much better. But when I had an iPhone, I lost all of my screen recordings and my videos because to like make the transfer, I had to like delete a bunch of stuff. It was a very weird situation, but I lost like all my videos and screen recordings, which sucks. I have like 32,000 photos in my iCloud. I had to like scour my iCloud to show you the things I'm about to show you in this video, and it's a lot. When that all happens, I made like a little video making fun of Colleen. Colleen quote tweeted it, and I don't have the screenshot. I looked for it. I'm so sorry. I looked for it, cannot find it. So it must have gotten lost in the move. Oh well, it happens. Because a lot of the stuff that was in my iCloud, I like tried to transfer to my Google Drive and it got corrupted and like lost.
Okay, we get it.
My fans started following me, and that's kind of like where my Twitter lifespan started. Was me making that video and getting her fans to follow me, and that's like how I started getting followers. Because I think I had like 12 followers before that. I had like none, and then I got up to like a couple hundred, and I was like, wow, fun, good for me. Then I started joining the Colleen Ballinger group chats so I could like talk to people and like make friends, because I didn't really have any because I was a loser. That was a fun time, and by fun I mean horrendous. It was not fun. It was the opposite of fun. It was horrible. By the way, if you're in a group chat, leave. That's the best advice I can give you as a grown adult in their 30s. Leave. Don't be in group chats. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I've had terrible experiences in group chats. I do not recommend it. When I started joining these group chats, I did not know at the time that there were minors in these group chats, which I should have done the research on. So I want to apologize to any child.
Wait, so how did you not know? Did they never say how old they were in the group chat? With minors, didn't know. But she didn't leave when she found out either. I don't know, Goblin. Why did you giggle at that? What the fuck?
Who were in these group chats. I should not have been in a group chat with you. There's no excuse for that. Should not have been in group chats with minors. Done. Period. Let's move on. I was such a huge fan of Colleen that I wanted to then make a fan fiction because I was really into fan fictions at the time and like reading them. I still kind of am, but I'm more into like Marvel fanfics now and Criminal Minds. I love Criminal Minds. I was a 20-year-old writing a fan fiction. I know, embarrassing, but I can't erase that. I just have to live with the consequences. So I made this fan fiction, which I think I have a screenshot of it. This fan fiction, which I think I have a screenshot of it.
Oh no. Wait, Mr. Hold on. Wait. IMSTRESSEDOUT. Hello. Alright, that's something for me to go look at later. 'Cause I'm not gonna read a fan fiction with an assault in it.
So I made a fan fiction about Colleen. I called it "Hello, baby," because it's a little phrase that Colleen and Eric would say to each other. And so I made this fan fiction. And in this fan fiction, I had the Eric Stockland character, who's a real life person, by the way, which should not have been writing a fan fiction about real life people. Mistake number 2. And in this fan fiction, when I was writing it, I did not think of them as real life people. I thought of them as characters, like not real. But they are real life people, and I should not have been writing fan fiction about them. In this fan fiction, I had the Eric Stockland character be kidnapped and assaulted in this fan fiction. Why would I do that?
Oh God, Eric was a real person. That's creepy. That's weird. Bro. Oh, my, in your mouth and on the screen. Oh God. Oh no. You know what, Matt, I'm sorry. Matt, you were right. Don't tell Matt that I'm saying this. Let's keep it between us here in the chat, okay? Let's not tell Matt that he was right, okay? But Matt was right. I should have watched this whole video. Holy shit.
Let me tell you. So the reason I did that is because at the time I was dealing with trauma.
Yeah, it's like she's skating past it. It's really weird, Robin Hood. You're correct. You're very correct about that. Her addressing these things like it's funny and cool and quirky. Yeah, it's weird.
From an ex. He stalked me. He threatened revenge porn on me. He would make fake accounts and stalk me. He was a hacker, so he was also able to like call me using family members' phone numbers. Like I was dealing with a psychopath. And so I wrote about it with my story. And that was how I dealt with that trauma. I did not have healthy coping mechanism for trauma. I'm going to add this in the video.
I agree, JFA. Broadcast is better. Just saying.
Because I think it's important that you also understand this. I broke up with this guy because I had dental surgery and I didn't talk to him for like several hours after. And he got so paranoid about me not talking to him that he thought I was like cheating on him and ignoring him and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, what? I had dental surgery. You knew I was having dental work done. Like, what are you talking about? And so he starts messaging all of my friends, my mother on Facebook. It was so weird. And so I broke up with him because I thought it was super weird and it was a red flag to me. And I was like, you're strange. And I'd already been dealing with him being upset when I like male friends' Facebook posts. And I was like, what is wrong with you? And so he did this. This is one of his messages he sent my friend Colleen because he was a hacker and he was upset.
Well, she certainly wasn't 20 because she's 33 now. And in 2020, she would have been 30. In 2017, she would have been 27. So, Kayla, thank you for joining Just Saying Squad. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm sorry you went through that with your stalker, but this has nothing to do with what's going on. It's almost like it's inserted in there as in, I was going through a stalker, and I went past the fan fiction with an assault in it. So, let's get past that real quick. And this is the reason why I did it, because I had a stalker. And I was, like, going through some shit. Yeah. Yeah.
About me breaking up with him, and he's doing this all with like a profile picture of both of us, by the way. He sends hundreds of dislikes to my videos because he can do that. He has a website that like people buy dislikes and likes for videos, and so he did that. And then he accuses me of cheating on him because I was blowing kisses to a guy on YouTube.
What does this have to do with the Colleen Ballinger fandom and why you left? This has nothing to do with it, Cody. Come on. Hold on. I'm putting a star here. Inserts talking points about stalker. Ex-boyfriend.
I was also very manic at this time of my life. I don't know how long my mania would last, but it would last like long periods of time. And like during this time, I was very manic. I did not listen to any criticisms. This early time in 2018.
Yeah, I'm taking notes, Julie Virgo. I'm taking notes on this one because I think she lied across the board to everybody.
I just did not care. I was just going to say whatever I wanted because I wanted attention. I did like the Trisha Paytas method.
Oh! Ma'am!
listen to any criticisms. This early time in 2018, I just did not care. I was just going to say whatever I wanted because I wanted attention. I did like the Trisha.
You haven't given that part up. You really have not given that part up.
PAIGE'S method. I would be controversial to get attention. Like a lot of the stuff that I would do was for attention. I would be mean on purpose so people would talk about me so they'd watch my videos. That was my mindset. One of the other things I did while I was in these group chats is I would have people from the Colleen Ballinger fandom be like,
Oh, do you want to be in the fanfic?
and I would use their names in the fanfic. Some of these people were minors and I'd have their names in the fanfic where the Eric character was being assaulted. Mistake number 3. Should not have been doing that. So I apologize to any of those people who were in that fanfic. I unfortunately do not have access to that fanfic anymore. I did delete it, but I am very sorry for those people. I do remember reaching out to some of them specifically individually to apologize later on, and they accepted my apology gracefully. Thank you very much to those people who I did do that to. So sorry. That should never have happened. And then Colleen and Eric did their video about like saying they're a couple reading fanfic, and I was like,
Oh my god, they're gonna reenact it.
they didn't. I wonder why, Cody, because you were psychotic in the fanfic. That all happened. And while this all happened, she also mentioned me. I think it was VidCon. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember the exact place it was, but she did mention me at an event and called me Kodeerants, which is wild that that happened. So this is a tweet I posted about it, and Corey liked it. So she started like noticing me more, and I was all excited about being noticed. I think anybody would. Like if you
Quite honestly, she's giving you this whole first part is the reason. She's giving you the reason why she did the Adam video. Swear to God. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. She's literally giving you the reason why she made the Adam video. Oh my God.
especially if you have a parasocial relationship with somebody, you're gonna be excited when they pay attention to you. So I started like making friends with people in the group chat. Some of them I talked to until like up until recently, but I don't really talk to anyone in the fandom anymore. At this point, it's May of 2018, and I go to the first Miranda Sings show that I go to, and this was in Cleveland. Now, when I did this, I actually joined like a text message group chat thing of people going to the show. This is a screenshot that I...
Who's Cody? And yes, he's going to the show. Be there. I gotta be. Okay.
Saw of people talking about people going to the show. As you can see right here, I was saying I'll be there, and people were like, oh my god, the bakery made fun of her, she's going to the show. People were making fun of the fact that I was going, so that was fun for me.
I mean, I guess so. It's supposed to be a kid's fucking show, and you're like how old were you? Like 28, going to a Miranda Sings show? Oh Lord have mercy. Oh my god, I cannot right now. I need a pumpkin spice latte because I cannot even. Okay? Just saying. I cannot even.
So I was already kind of getting hate. So this is like the group chat that was for the Cleveland show. I joined the group chat. I ended up going to the show.
Okay, Princess, I see what you're saying. I've seen it.
I'll show you some pictures from that. So like here's a picture. Here's another picture. When I'm there at the show, I like meet other people in the fandom.
And can we talk about how low production that picture looks? I mean, that picture. That show looks like what why? Which Harry Potter are you going to watch to recover? Probably the first one. This is like, so far, this is like a first Harry Potter movie to get it out of my brain. Now, we may end up watching number 1 and number 2 when I get off of here. We don't know. I don't know how long of a Harry Potter marathon I'm going to need after this, to be honest.
Right after, this is June, so this is the next month after the whole show and the Cleveland show and all that stuff. This is when my TanaCon rant goes up. That rant goes viral. Right after, I get a DM from PewDiePie, which I'm going to show you right now. I get this DM from PewDiePie, and he asks if he can put a clip.
Hey, would you mind if I use... Girl.
From my video and his video, and I'm like, yeah, he posts this video. When that happens, people from that Cleveland show, like in that text message thread, they start messaging me and like trying to be my friend, like these people from the Colleen Ballinger fandom, and I'm like, I'm uncomfy, and they are like trying to make plans to hang out with me, and at the time I didn't want to be like, no. So I was like, yeah, sure. And then like after I got off this group call with them, I blocked them all. Then they like brag about me blocking them. You were just begging me to be your friend, and now you're laughing about me blocking
I know,
me.
Angelina,
Literally,
thank
here's
you.
one of the people from the Cleveland show. It did cause me a little bit of trauma because it made me feel like I can't trust anyone. It really hurt my feelings that people would do this. Fake be nice to me, but then like talk about me in group chats and like try to be my friend just so they can get...
Planner Girl, thank you for joining Just Saying Squad. I appreciate it. Yeah, Adam is in the chat. Yes.
Attention. Thank God for therapy. Right around this time, which I'll show you, Colleen follows me. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
then I also get followed by like a bunch of other people, like Eric Stockland. He followed my old account, which I don't have anymore. And then Ricky Dillon followed me. Twames followed me. Jessica Ballinger followed me. Chris Ballinger followed me. Elijah Daniel. Bad Baby followed me. I was blown up, girl. And that was all because of like me making videos. I was going through more trauma. Because then we had like the whole James Charles situation happen. And oh, that was a time.
That is limp and will stain your comforter and probably gave you syphilis.
I still have the photos from when that happened. Look at me with my pink stained eyes with my hive. Here's another one. And then I started getting even worse comments like, oh my god, I could show you those too. Let's just relive my trauma. Like, here's one. Here's another. Here's more.
That's YouTube. I've been told the same thing. Holy shit. That's YouTube. That's what happens when you upload shit. Okay? And especially if you start getting noticed, it's amazing what people will say. It's YouTube. You have to have how do I put this? It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. I mean, bro. Madison, it's not trauma. I promise. It's Brad, thank you for the 2. Did you see Swoop is working on Colleen vid? Yes, she was in the live chat. And I retweeted her tweet when she tweeted it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 2.
Like, you can pause to read them.
Nobody cares.
You see all the hate I would get? It's wild. Look at that.
Did you really take the time to oh girl, come on. Don't do this. This looks like a sympathy plug. Oh my god, anybody who's been doing YouTube anybody who's done YouTube for a while will sit here and look at this and laugh because everybody gets that shit. Everybody gets that shit. Come on. Imagine the comments I get that automatically get hidden by Google when I cover the manosphere. You know what I'm saying? Come on. This is
all this.
Weak.
Look at all this. And this is a tweet that I still think is so funny. This is true. So I was dealing with that. And then I made my Allison series. Remember the Allison series? Bestie. What a time to be alive. The Your Sassy Sunflower days. Oof. Remember Your Sassy Sunflower? Iconic. I was starting to win the people back. I make my Your Sassy Sunflower series, and then I make like a couple other videos about drama in the fandom. I also forgot to mention while I was recording this that in between the Allison series and the Adam McIntyre situation, which I'm going to talk about in just a second, I did go to New York City to meet Colleen when she was doing Waitress, and then I also went to San Diego on my own to see her do her Miranda show then. And it was in January 2020, right before the pandemic. And then we have...
Girl, she was a stan. She wasn't a fan. She was a stan. Oh my god.
The Adam McIntyre situation. This happened. I was dealing with the Belux series at the time. So if you haven't watched my Belux series, that's also hot tea. He makes his video about Colleen and like shares all these DMs about Colleen. And I'm like, wow, not her literally manipulating a child.
Okay, so he made that video April 28th of 2020. I need y'all to remember the date. April 28th, 2020. Okay? 4/28/2020. I need y'all to remember that date. Just remember it.
To work for her for free, trauma dumping, because that's the phrase for it. It's trauma dumping, not her trauma dumping on a literal child. I was really flabbergasted when this happened. I saw this video and my immediate thought was, what? Like when he started talking about how Colleen would talk about her divorce with him, I'm like, he's a literal child. Why are you trauma dumping on a child? Like, you're a grown adult. Like, maybe get a therapist. That was one of my issues. I would trauma dump in group chats when I should have been trauma dumping to a therapist. You know, I should have been paying him hundreds of dollars to listen to my problems. I try really hard as an adult to not talk about my problems with other friends of mine because they're not being paid to listen to that. And if I need to talk about trauma, I should not give that trauma to other people. Because I've had friends do that to me and I've politely told them,
oh my god, okay, yes.
So I want to show you this as well. I was having
I'm sorry, I had to fast forward through that. That was too much.
Conversation with Spill Sesh about Corey.
Okay. It's literally a video implying Adam is a clown. He's bullying a child. I'm heated. Okay? And that's that little short that Corey made. And Spillcess is going, oh my god, what the fuck, that's not okay. Okay, so we already established that Cody did not like what Corey was doing. All right? That he's literally bullying a child. But yet we still made, and when I say we, I mean Cody. We still made that video on Adam, but you knew all this. You knew all this. Okay, let's continue.
And his likes after the Adam McIntyre video dropped. And so I screen recorded this and I want to show it to you. I literally said, he's bullying a child, I'm heated. So here's Corey's likes and here's the video he liked.
So I did get sent the lingerie and immediately they took it away. My mom kept it. I didn't even see these. My mom had just taken them away because she was so shocked. I don't even know, sorry, I don't know which way this goes.
I was not on their side. And then I was showing concern.
And it's real funny that part with Adam wearing, she put in her video. Because we watched it. Remember, the other night, we went through all 3 of the videos from 2020. She put that in her video. The same exact thing that Corey did. So she already knew it was bullying a child. So I guess what? She decided to bully the child too? Get the fuck out of here.
About Adam being bullied by the community. Oh my god, I need to make a video. But I was already working on my Deluxe finale. And so I was like, I need to finish this and then I'll work on that. And I wanted to wait and see like what happened. I am going to show you DMs between me and Colleen and me and Corey. Because I think you need to see these. She DMs me and says,
I wanted to reach out to you privately and in confidence.
Okay. First thing I want y'all to notice, you see this little blue spot up here? That's her typing. And well, I'll show you what that little blue spot is in a minute because she done fucked up. So, Colleen Ballinger just so happens to go into her DMs. Let's go.
And let you know why I'm staying silent. After he sent me that last message,
which you can see in his video, I'll link that down below.
that he is now made public, I responded to his messages immediately, did not ghost him, and then received a message from his mother through his DMs asking me to not speak of him. I now realize I should have never been communicating with him in the first place.
Yeah, duh. He was a child. He's not even the only child that she was talking to. She was literally in DMs talking to children about sex. Here's one. Are you a virgin? This is Colleen in a group chat with children. They're called the Weenies. This is the group chat. If you're in the Colleen Ballinger fandom, you know about this group chat. She's also asking, what's your favorite position? These are children. And like one of the things that I also think is interesting from the Colleen Ballinger situation, here is a screenshot from the video. This is about when Colleen was queer baiting. I made a video on that. This whole situation I thought was Colleen. Found out from this video that Adam posted that the queer baiting thing was actually Adam. I'm not even mad because like he's a kid. It doesn't matter. He's a child. Children make mistakes, you know? A lot of people were mad at Adam now. She's like, am I gonna get in trouble? Be careful. I don't want to be in a scandal and have to apologize. Not even showing any sympathy towards how he's reacting.
Did you show any sympathy when you spin the story the way you spend it? You didn't show sympathy. You jumped in on the dog pile, as you put it, bullying a child.
To this whole situation. It's all about her. I think it's very important that you realize that. This is all me. I think this is one of the most important messages I've ever seen from Colleen.
No. One of the most important ones you accidentally showed in this video.
I don't want to be in a scandal and have to apologize. Yeah, I can tell you don't, because look at what you did. Look at you.
CIA for $2. Hi, Xylie. Can I get a TLDR what's happening? Colleen Ballinger sucks. Kodeerants sucks. There you go. That's the TLDR.
Messaging me. This is her freaking out. So she's like,
I'm not mad at all, I'm just paranoid because everyone always gets mad at me and I always have to apologize.
so she doesn't care about how she hurts people, only that she has to apologize for stuff. Why didn't I wake up sooner? And then she had this one where she's like,
This is one of the main reasons it's hard to Miranda now. People have a hard time understanding satire and jokes, especially with sensitive topics.
you mean like you joking about being M-worded by your uncle when you're the Miranda character? That's satire? Was it satire when you joked about this word multiple times? Was it satire of you joking about R-wording your then husband? Was it satire?
All right, I'm fast forwarding.
Young audiences. Tomatoes gonna potato, tomatoes gonna tomate, and R words gonna people not knowing English. First one to find this. I remember tweeting it and Dustin Daly being like, oh, you called yourself a P word. Is this satire? Here's when I downloaded it. Is this all satire? You joking about Mexican people? Was this you saying the R word? Was that satire? Oh, I had multiple ones. Here's another.
Okay, I don't care about the R word being used. I do not care about the R word being used. Okay, I think Colleen messaged me so I would do her dirty work for her and tried to get me on her side, and it worked, sadly. Remember this. I need you to remember two things. April 28th, of 2020, and this message right here. I think Colleen messaged me so I would do her dirty work for her and tried to get me on her side, and it worked sadly. Okay, now we're going to go to normal speed.
So I would do her dirty work for her and tried to get me on her side. And it worked, sadly. Now, I believe the reason that she DM'd me was so I would make this video. I would make a video that would defend her. And it worked. And that's sad. I was so excited when she messaged me. I was like,
Oh my god, she's confiding in me.
I was gonna be her knight in shining armor, right? She's just like,
I'm trying to do my best to respect his family's wishes.
And doesn't she sound like that Colleen is only messaging her for the first time? She sounds like Colleen is messaging her for the first time. Acts like first time.
To protect him as a minor as best I can. I'm sad and disappointed about all this, and I'm just trying to keep it together.
and so she sends me the screen recording. She sends me this. So let's go to the beginning. So this is Adam speaking right here.
Okay, we
in
already
this
know about
message.
this.
Account for people who parents. And I screenshot these group chats to 7 for years. What do you mean?
What are you even talking
Drama, that you call it, is you sending
Because her voice, we've already been through these.
underwear to about
Through
your
Adam.
failed drama. Okay?
I didn't say anything about
But okay.
I have you.
So then Adam's mom responds
Okay, we're going to listen to the Adam mom response because I think that was great.
because he's a child.
This is Adam's mom. It's not nice when your child is brought into things, but if you had read it correctly, you would have seen he wasn't, and it was a comparison that was being made. Mother to mother, you may now understand. Never speak my son's name again until your sidekick the same I said.
She's referring to Corey. And I saw that and I was like, oh my god, he was lying. Y'all, I was trying to get her to tell me stuff. I wanted her.
Bullshit! Oh my god, bullshit! She's lying to you. She is lying to you when she says this. Girl, it is my opinion, and opinions aren't facts because I have to go through this T-channel shit, okay? It is my opinion, and opinions are not facts, that she is lying through her fucking teeth.
Her to like me. Okay, I didn't actually know if he was lying or not. I didn't care. I wanted her to notice me. I'm just being honest. I was mentally ill, and a person that I idolized was messaging me. Sorry, you're gonna hear my fan in this clip. It's 92 degrees. I'm not turning it off because I'm not trying to boil alive in my room. But I want to explain why I was much nicer than I should have been in these replies to Colleen when she sent me that long DM about.
Holy shit, this, oh my god. And I didn't see it the first time. Oh, you lying bitch.
I had not seen everything at this point. When I got that DM, I'd only seen the Adam video. I hadn't seen the massive threads of her being racist and her being fat phobic. I hadn't seen the videos of her making jokes about R-wording.
Okay, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. All right. Please tell me what the threads about her being racist, homophobic, or anything else has to... You mean to tell me sending a bra and panties to a 14-year-old wasn't enough for you? You drew the line at the racism. You drew the line at using the R word. You drew the line at her joking about... Wait, you drew the line at all that, but the bra and panties wasn't enough for you not to make that video? I mean, bro, what? That wasn't enough? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yes, Planner Girl, it was the block. That's exactly what it was.
People. I hadn't seen the jokes about her K-wording her dog. Like, there were so many things I hadn't seen yet. So I was just really in the dark. Like, I had rose-colored glasses on. I did not know how bad of a
No, baby girl, you were a stan.
person she was, and it's just really sad. And I think that's why I was still trying to like be on her good side, even though I didn't really like what she was doing to Adam. I just really wanted to get the DMs for my video, and I really wanted...
Exactly, Misty. You're telling me as much of a stan of Colleen's as she was, that she didn't know about every aspect of her life, every video? Give me a break. 1000%, Misty. 1000%. That is the comment of the night. Congratulations.
to have something else that other people hadn't had, and I was the only person that she was talking to in the drama community, and I didn't want to like mess it up and have her just like go away and not say anything because I was afraid she wasn't going to apologize. And I thought, well, maybe if I get her on my side, like maybe I can get her to say something. I don't know. It was a hot mess express. It's unfortunate that when I even made my second video and I ripped her a new one, I didn't even see the other stuff, like the R-word stuff or her making jokes about R-wording people.
If you are having issues with your man checking out another woman, then that just means that you're not sexy enough for him. So why don't you take off your clothes and rake your boys?
I kept finding things over and over and over and over and over again. I was finding stuff after her apology video. It just never ended. I still keep finding things to this day. I had a parasocial relationship with her. I was gonna say whatever I could to make her think I was on her side because I wanted her to like me.
You were on her side. You made that fucking video, Cody. You made that fucking video. Obviously, you were on her side.
I'm just being honest. That's what it was. The red flags were literally waving in my face, and I was just like, like not even paying attention to them. And then I was like,
Do you mind if I include the DMs proving he lied in my video?
because like I said, I wanted those DMs and I wanted to be the only one who had them. Here's what she said.
Even though it will protect me more. I don't want our DMs included.
Babe. So what's this then? So what was this then if you were just gonna do it? You can see what I'm saying right here. She's like,
I don't know, I'm so nervous. I just want to do the right thing. I hate drama and confrontation. I don't want to bring him hate. I just want the situation to be over.
I don't want to bring him hate. Makes a whole video about him.
I want to respect his mom.
Then never speak her son's name again.
I'm the adult here and I'm trying to navigate this maturely and correctly. I need to think about it. I'm sorry.
Then she uses it herself. Like, make it make sense, girl. I'm so sorry to Adam. After this whole situation, I called Adam on the phone and we talked about it in great length.
He's trying to ruin your career.
I'm being so dramatic. I'm so sorry that I was so manic and wild and was in a parasocial relationship with this woman to the point where I was being mean to a literal kid. And then I was like, my plan is to paint.
You know what? Bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you. No. Bullshit. I'm sorry. To me, the mental health thing doesn't help. The mental health thing doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. Because you were literally, Cody, you are so dumb. You literally told on yourself. Because you were literally in fucking Spill Sesh's DMs saying that they were bullying a kid. Then you decided to pile on. All that mental health shit, I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. And that might not be, okay for people. It might be a hot take for some people for me to say that. I do not give a fuck. Because you, as a grown-ass woman, in 2020, you are fucking 30 years old. As a 30-year-old woman, you decided to still make that video even though you knew it was dogpiling on a kid.
The video show Adam manipulates you into trusting them and had a master plan to take you down when you got mad about the Miranda thing. Like, girl, you don't have that. Be quiet. No, he's a kid. So embarrassing.
I'm sorry, I need to do the right thing and respect his mother's wishes.
She doesn't do that at all. I will forever be sorry to Adam. Thankfully, Adam forgave me. Thank you, Adam. Again, you're such a lovely human being. I got a lot of backlash about
He's better than me because I never would have.
Making this video, the one where I'm like defending Colleen, right? And that's when I found like videos, which are the things that I showed you guys in my second video about Colleen after this situation. Now let me show you my messages that I got from Corey during the Adam time, because again, I don't care. Corey's blocked me, by the way, like since this all happened. Do you want to know why Corey blocked me? It's because I called him out for him and Colleen saying that children being made through IVF are not real and that they're fake. Let me show you.
This is my baby.
So it took that. It took that for you to come out. Girl. But I mean, bra and underwear sending bra and underwear to a 14-year-old didn't matter. It was all the other stuff that did it.
She's made of bleached flour.
Bleach?
Yeah, she's fake as because if this baby's gonna be real, it's gonna be fake because it's be made in a petri dish.
Oh, that's true, because we are not gonna be doing any of that.
Let me show you his DM, because you blocked me, I don't care. This is him talking about Adam, okay? This is a grown man in my DM.
Edit naked.
Wanna watch it, you can go.
They love Colleen.
Critical of me, because I'm calling him a clown because he edited naked photos of Colleen. Corey was literally sending me stuff on Adam.
Oh my God, isn't that the same thing you used in your video? Did you expect people not to go back and look at that video? You're literally showing where you got the shit from that you used in your video. Did you think people weren't going to go back and watch that shit? Did you really? I think you did. Ma'am.
Like, I don't think people understand this. Corey messaging me here, this was all manipulation. Like, I want people to understand.
Okay. I want y'all to look at something. Remember the date that I told y'all to remember? Remember the date? Remember the date that Adam made his video that I told y'all to remember? Remember that date? That's a Colleen Ballinger. That was before Colleen. That was before Colleen messaged her. That's her going, people are going to use it against you. She already knew she was making that video, I believe. She already knew she wanted to make that video. And she spends, and you're gonna watch and see, but she goes right past this real quick. This was up on a Reddit post. Matt Pitt found it. He showed it to me, and I was like, fuck. She already knew. Now, was Colleen complicit in it? Absolutely. She gave her all the DMs and all that. Absolutely. Colleen knew this was going to happen. But this whole thing, I just wanted Colleen to like me. I was only acting like that so I can get as much information as possible. I only wanted Colleen to like me. Bitch, at April 28th of 2020, you messaged her and you said something before that, and you said people are going to use that against you. What? You mean, what? Do you mean the Adam's video? Did you mean something in Adam's video? Is that what you meant? Because that's the same goddamn day. That's the same goddamn day. I'm just saying. Just saying. So all that other shit she said before, she literally told on herself. All that other shit she was saying before, why she was talking to Colleen, this, that, and the other, she was lying. She was absolutely lying. No, I'm not a fire sign. I don't think I'm a fire sign. I'm Capricorn. So, no, she was lying to y'all. She was lying to every single fucking person. F-Y fucking I. She was lying to everyone. Hold on, let me get this centered. Because if it's not centered, it's going to drive me absolutely insane. Okay, close enough. Close enough, shit. Alright. Alright, let's continue now. Now, let's go back. And let's see how fast. Let's see how fast she goes by these right here.
And messaging me here. This was all manipulation.
Watch.
Like, I want people to understand this.
Look,
and all of this.
she went right
it's
past
all manipulation. They were planning this. You can't tell me that this wasn't strategy.
I can't believe she included that screenshot as part of manipulation. When you see clearly she messaged her on the day Adam did his video. On the day Adam uploaded his video. What?
They were trying to get me to make the video so they could see the backlash that I would get with talking badly about Adam, so they knew what they could talk about. Good job. You really manipulated me. Good job. Then Corey's like,
for the record, I've never...
Girl, nobody manipulated you. And that's my whole point. She was not manipulated. She was a stan who Colleen Ballinger was her favorite person in the world. She was a grown-ass woman stan that already knew that video would make her look bad, and she already wanted to make a video and twist and spin. She could spin it a certain way for Colleen. She already knew it. She already had it in the plans. That is my opinion. I mean, listen, adults can be manipulated. It's possible. But my point is, on April 28th, she already knew she wanted to make that video. Sarah, thank you for joining the Just Saying Squad. I appreciate it.
Never had a friendship with him.
Talking about Adam. Adam deserves to see this. Everyone deserves to see what kind of people these people are.
Damn right, and Adam deserves that you messaged that bitch on the 28th of April. Just saying. Damn right. And Adam deserves to see that you messaged her. And it looks like you already wanted to make the video now, because that little message right there makes things look a lot different, girl. It sure does.
The only time I said his name was when we wondered if he ran the hate account.
This is the Galaxy Colleen account, which I made a video on.
I wondered if he ran the hate account because for years people have sent us screenshots of him hating on us.
Where?
I hate how he acted like I was friends with him.
Babe, he was a child. I just want to know why you care what a child thinks about you in a fandom for your friend.
Why did you care? Why did you care enough for Colleen to make a video protecting her? Why did you, on the same day Adam uploaded his video, you're telling Colleen that's going to make you look bad? Or people are going to have a problem, whatever she said. Why? I honestly believe you already knew you wanted to make a video to protect Colleen. And then you saw something in those DMs, and that's when you said, oh, I knew he was lying, blah, blah, blah. You knew right then and there before you said you were going to make a video. You already knew you wanted to make a video because you wanted to protect Colleen. And now that Colleen doesn't give a shit about you and Corey blocked you, you turn around and made a video to hurt them. You are a spiteful bitch. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about you. You're fucking spiteful.
Like, don't you have more important things to do? Do we want to talk about you looking at mature content in group chats with children? Or how you were kind of talking crap about Eric, Colleen's husband, because Colleen wanted to hold your hand and not his. And then you also talking about drugs and alcohol with children. Oh, and here is you actually making fun of your friend and the content she puts on her YouTube. You are clearly just a mean girl. You just talk crap about everybody you know. And it's really gross. I really just wanted them to keep telling me things. So I was going to say whatever.
Bullshit. Oh, no, it's not bullshit. She did want, that's the thing. She's spinning it like, oh, I was doing an op. I just wanted them to tell me things. But you still made the video protecting Colleen. So of course you wanted them to tell you things. You wanted them to tell you things so you could make your video protecting Colleen. Ma'am.
I could say to make them tell me whatever they could because I wanted stuff for my video. I was being a liar here. I was trying to make them think I'm a...
You're being a liar in this whole goddamn video if you want to be honest.
Their side because I wanted them to like me being my friend. And it worked because Corey followed me when this all happened. And then he sends me this. Never talked to him or about him for that matter. He acted like you're all buddy. I fucking hate this kid. I don't hate him. I actually love Adam. I just wanted Corey to like me. I can at least admit this is wrong. I'm literally talking about a child in these DMs. So this lady would like me? Ew, I get the ick just thinking about it. And I read this and I go, Cody, stop. You're an adult. And then I'm doing my best to clear her name. He's like,
thanks, Cody. I don't want people to think I'm using you.
As he's actually using me. You're an adult. And then I'm doing my best.
I'm going to do what I can without it. I'll do my best to clear her name. Girl, get the... Okay, what is it? What is the one thing that I preach on this channel, y'all? When you watch a video and they show you DMs and they don't read them out and they flash them by you, what is it that I tell y'all to do? I tell y'all to pause that shit and read it. I'm going to do what I can without it. I'll do my best to clear her name. I mean, reading is fundamental. Yes.
Best to clear her name. He's like,
thanks, Cody. I don't want people to think I'm using you.
As he's actually using me. And then I tell him like when I'm posting the video and he's like,
thank you for shedding a positive light on things.
So after all of that, I decided to make this video.
Positive light.
Oh, May 7th. Spellsesh is making a follow-up video defending my video, so hopefully that should help you guys.
On things.
So after all of that, I decided to make this video. And this is one of the bravest things I think I've ever done. Because this was me taking a stand. After I made my video, Colleen DM.
Okay, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. because you couldn't take a stand with a 14-year-old receiving, and I refuse to use the word lingerie. I refuse, because I'm going to make it sound bad as possible. You could not take a stand with a 30-year-old woman sending bra and panties to a fucking 14-year-old. But we're going to call her out for the other shit, though. Girl. Get the fuck out of here.
DM'd me, and I'm going to show it to you. This is what Colleen DM'd me. I haven't shared this publicly till just now, but this is what Colleen messaged me. She said,
I'm proud of you for making your most recent video. I'm sure that was difficult. I'm so sorry that my disgusting words from the past hurt you. It breaks my heart to see you upset and to know that at one point in my life I thought those horrible things were okay to say. It's embarrassing and disgusting. I will be apologizing publicly, but I wanted to personally apologize to you as well. Your feelings are valid. I'm sorry.
I accepted her apology because I was like, you know what? Like, I can't just...
Yeah, I have no idea how I am here. You say that, my heart broke making that video. I hated saying those things. I hate being mad and so sad about what you said. Thank you so much for privately apologizing to me. I'm so happy to hear you're going to publicly apologize. I love you and accept your apology. And then that's when she DM'd Dustin Daly.
Hold on to this forever. I need to just let it go. And then the video came out. This one, the addressing everything video. She says she's a...
That's the same day she messaged Dustin Daly. Oh my God. And you know what? Here's a fun fact. Dustin Daly wouldn't even have caught that if she wasn't so worried about his video that he's coming out. She messaged him. And then all he did was, for some reason, scroll up a little bit, and he saw where she messaged Colleen the day before Colleen's video came out. Pigeon Salad, thank you for the 5 memberships. 07's in the chat, please, and or kitty salutes. Thank you. She messaged Dustin the day before Colleen's video came out, saying she apologized for everything. Oh God, this is so fucking dumb. This is dumb. Like, how are you going to be a T/drama channel and you tell on yourself on your own fucking video? Like, how do you do that? Like, did you okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Are you so used to people being brain dead when watching you that they don't go and look for stuff? That they don't go back and watch your original video, and they don't go back and watch Adam's original video on the 20th, and maybe even look to see what date that was made, and then they saw, and then you went past a screenshot of what you said on the 28th, which is the same day as Adam? Like, what? Bro! She's dumb! This is some brain dead shit. She literally tells on herself in this video. In her own goddamn video, she tells on herself.
Addressing everything, and she didn't. She never addressed this. So after I saw that video, that's when I decided I'm out. I'm out of this fandom. That's basically what happened while I was in the Colleen Ballinger fandom. Looking back at it, I feel like I was really traumatized and used by Colleen and Corey. I never should have made that first video.
And I'm sorry, she uses traumatized way too much for my comfortability. I'm sorry.
Should have been my video when I saw the Adam stuff. This should have been it. I should have not made this video and just made this one. I'm much happier now that I'm not in the fandom. After her apology to me, Colleen never talked to me again. Basically, that's it.
Rawr. Okay. All right. I want to go to Adam's video. I'm going to Adam's video so I can yell at Adam. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to yell at Adam. I hope there's never a day I have to yell at Adam. Alright. Go videos. Where's the one where you're talking about that, talking to her? Adam, which one is the one that you talked to her? Is it this one? Hold on, let me look.
Spreading light.
No, it's not that one. You know what? Hold on. I know what I can do. Because the broadcast went over it. And I think... Oh, I was right about Colleen? Okay. Is that the one where he talks to her? I was right about Colleen. Yep, you're right.
Those tweets that you showed it.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the help. Hold on. Okay, that's some shit I don't care about. Alright. Alright. Okay. Let me pull y'all up here with me. Is there a way I can send you fan art? If you look in the description, I have an email. Pretty. You can send it to that email. It's xyliegetsreal@gmail.com. Alright. Now, this is... I was right about Colleen Ballinger. And this is Adam talking to Cody.
Cody. I want to call Cody. And kind of just talk. By the way, this hasn't been... This literally... We have no idea what we're talking about.
No.
So...
Cody has not put her videos back up. Not that I know of. Because that one video, the one we just watched, he has literally put up and taken down like 6 times. So...
We'll see. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god, it feels weird to just watch you and, like, now you're here. Hello.
I know, I've been watching.
Well, first of all, I just want to say that, number one, I hope I reiterated it enough. I do not blame you for anything, and it is incredibly... Oh, let me move myself over a little bit. Two things cannot be true at the same time. Like, from how I was treated and how you were treated is literally one and the same.
No, not at all. Not at all. And Adam, God bless you. Adam, God bless you for even... Bless your heart, and I don't mean that in a southern way. I actually mean this. Bless your heart for forgiving her, because I wouldn't have been able to do it. I wouldn't have been able to do it. Bless your heart for being able to forgive her, because I'd be damned. I would have been damned before I would have forgiven her. You're a lot better than me, baby boy.
And I also just want to say, like, that video today meant so much to me. And I know I know you know that, because, like, the things are so similar. I think the only question I have for you is like what changed? Like, to, like, make it now, like, what was it within, like, you made, like, you know, sorry, I'm, like, not phrasing that good, but, like...
Okay, well, it's pretty easy. A year ago, I wanted to make this video because that's when Corey blocked me.
Is that not what I told her in the when I was talking to her? Is that not what I told her? One of the reasons why you made the fucking video was because Corey blocked you. And it was one of the first words that came out of her fucking mouth. I told...
Like I talked about in my video. And I was planning on making it. But then...
She was planning on making it because Corey blocked her ass. She sat on those goddamn DMs. You know why she sat on those DMs for 3 years? Because in her head, she wasn't doing anything wrong. In her head, she was helping out her idol, Colleen Ballinger, that she would travel around the country going to her fucking kid shows at almost 30 years old. That's why she didn't come out with those receipts any earlier. That's why she had them for 3 fucking years. She only made that fucking video to get back at Colleen and Corey and everybody else. That is the only reason why she made that video.
Colleen's fandom, like, found out that I was going to make the video. And she, I believe, Colleen sent her fans to bully me off the internet. And so I got so scared about them like attacking me that I decided.
Julie, you are so wrong for that. Julie. Julie, swear to God.
Not to do it. And so recently I took like a almost a 4-month hiatus off making videos because I just wanted to work on myself and my mental health. And
Cody, you're always working on yourself and mental health. Do I have to go and play the video in, 2021 when you said you were leaving everything permanently? Get the fuck out of here. You're always working on yourself.
During this time, I worked on, like, the trauma from dealing with Colleen. And my therapist told me I should just make the video. She's like, you need to talk about this. You need to share this, and it'll help you finally get closure. Yeah. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And so when I decided that I was gonna come back to YouTube, I thought, what better way to come back than, and also a way to show that I've changed by just being completely honest and even showing stuff that makes me look bad to prove that I'm a different person. I don't agree with these things that I did, and also expose people that I think are horrible and have not changed in the past 3 years.
Girl, I need some animal crackers. Y'all gonna have to hold on a second. Hold on. I gotta get my animal crackers out. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me mute my mic. Hold on. My blood sugar's getting a little low, so I need a little something. All right, let's go.
Because after what happened to you, and I saw what happened to you, I realized I cannot trust who I was associating with, and I need to be really careful about who I talk to. And coming back and seeing like them not do the right thing in the past 3 years, because I have only kept up with them through your channel. Yeah. Okay, I don't watch their stuff. I don't want to. I hyperventilate.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I do not believe that statement.
Freak out. I just started watching like content of theirs again through your channel, and I was like, wow, they have not changed. They're the same people. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna show it all. Yeah. And so I was pulling out through.
Dark Magician says for Cody to collect and keep those receipts. She knew what she was going down was wrong, but didn't say anything because of that time speaking out wouldn't have benefit Cody in any way. Yup. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. Speaking out, it would have benefited her. She would have been praised if she would have showed those DMs. If she would have flipped the script and not do that video, but instead do a video exposing that, she would have been praised. Just saying.
Through all my iCloud stuff, I'm really mad that I couldn't find my screen recordings because I had more stuff. But I found what I could, and I was like, I'm just making it. I don't care if I get hated. I don't care if I get the fandom to come after me because
that didn't age very well. That statement there didn't age very well.
I did the right thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just not scared anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that you knowing the truth is also really important. I think everyone else seeing what kind of person Colleen was, because she would send people after people who were bullying her. Like, she would see hate comments, post them in group chats, and tell us to attack people. Like, that was the way she was when I was in the fandom, and she's still that way very clearly.
And as a woman almost 30 years old, you were happy to do it. As a woman at almost 30 years old, you were more than happy to do it, girl. You made a whole series about someone who didn't like Colleen. A person who quite literally uploads their videos from their phone. Ma'am.
To me, especially with like seeing the podcast with her and Trisha, she's still very much a mean girl, and she does not deserve to have any platform, especially with what she does to kids.
I think
so. That's why I did it.
I think that like the other question I would have for you is like, I mean, this entire time has been me like watching your video talking about like my experience of it from like the from like the fallout of like right before they reached out to you. So from like the time period of like right before my video, right after, and when they like turned on you, like what was your experience? Because I feel like I've heard me talk about mine so much, and it's like I feel like it's so validating. I'm so sorry you went through it, and it's awful, but it's so validating because it's like for like 3 years I've had people in my ear being like, no, you were misconstruing it.
Adam, may I make a suggestion to you? You know how to interview people and talk to people. You really should. I think you should do that. I really do. Because I know when I was up there talking to you, it was really easy to talk to you. And you were asking like the right questions. I think you should do that, Adam. I think that would be a great series on your channel. You are really good at it. Honestly. So, anyway.
Your story is exactly like mine.
Because that's what they do to people. Like, when I first saw your video, I actually found out about your video through Spill Sesh because I was editing my video on Deluxe, and she DMs me. She's like, I know you're a big Colleen fan. You need to watch this video. So I pause everything, and I watch your video. And my first reaction, like, I could literally prove this with DMs, too. My first reaction to that video was, ew, Colleen's gross for doing that to this kid. Yeah. I was immediately like, on your side when that first happened. And I was even tweeting stuff in support of you. Like, I saw the James Charles tweets that you showed in your stream. I remember defending you under those tweets. I mean, like, what's wrong with you as a kid? Like,
but yet you still decided as a woman at 30 years old at that point, you decided to continue to make that video on Adam and defend Colleen. But yet you knew it was so wrong.
I was on your side hardcore, like, oh my God, I can't believe she did this to a child. Especially like the underwear thing. That's fucking weird. I will never think that's not fucking weird. The send underwear to
but guys, yes, it's very weird. Listen to this.
Fucking weird. I will never think that's not fucking weird. The send underwear to a child, that's gross.
But it's not enough. Okay? Sending the underwear, the bra and panties to a 14-year-old, it wasn't enough, guys. We had to wait until we saw the racist stuff and joking about the R word and you know, stuff like that. That was the line. But sending a bra and panties to a 14-year-old wasn't. And matter of fact, she made a video defending Colleen. Like, what?
So after I saw that,
in terms of the underwear thing, I think what's so important to note about that, because I didn't really hone in on it too much, because like it wasn't a big part of my video. However, what was edited out of my video because we didn't want to go too deep in it was the original video was showing the underwear, talking about it, showing that Corey was the one who said that they should send it to me. Corey and Colleen said, let's send it to him as a joke, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, because please give me anything. And then I immediately went from that to the DMs of Colleen talking about my sex life to show that that was my original thing. Sorry to interrupt, but like I'm just showing that was like my only thing.
No, like it's a grooming tactic. Like they were grooming you. And when I saw that stuff, I was like, ew, that's so nasty. Like I can't believe they did that. And then she DMs me. Like I remember I was at work. I worked at Amazon at the time. I was at work and I got that DM from her and I started freaking out. I was like, oh my God, this whole controversy is happening. And she is messaging me. Like she's being quiet everywhere else. She was silent on all social media and she messaged me. And I felt like, it's sad to say this at the time because of my parasocial relationship with her, which I talked about in the video that you saw. I was like, oh my God, I feel so honored. Like, I'm so disgusted by that. But I got that message from her and I was like, oh my God, I can help her. You know, like how people are in like toxic relationships and they date someone who's gross and they're like, I can save him. That's kind of how I felt.
Yeah, so much so that you messaged her the same day Adam's video uploaded. Yeah. Yep, you can save her. Because goddamn, on April 28th of 2020, you messaged her. You already knew you wanted to make that video, girl. You already knew.
With her. And so I wanted, when I was first doing that stuff, I was like, I can help her. I can save her. I can make a video and I can make her look like the good guy. And I didn't even realize at the time until I saw a therapist and they were like pointing out the manipulation and the gaslighting. They were like, trying to get me to make a video so that they could know what they could talk about in her video. And they purposely left out the really bad stuff, like I showed in the video about her making fun of R-wording people and all that other gross stuff. And her calling herself a P word. Like, when I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, they're fucked. Because I saw the threads. I believe they were called Dark Ballet, and I talked about that in that Yikes video that I posted. Yeah. I saw those threads, and that was kind of like my wake-up call. And I realized, oh, wow, no, they were using me to talk about Colleen and, like, make her...
No, you wanted your ass to be used. You wanted it to be used. I would love to see what you met, all the messages, because there was something right above it too. I would love to see that whole message that you sent her on April 28th of 2020. I would pay to see those messages that you messaged her on April 28th, 2020. Because I guarantee you, most likely, it is my conspiracy theory, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I bet you it mentions Adam's video. I bet you it does.
Her look good, and that's when I made my video, and I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna take a stand, I'm gonna do the right thing, and I'm calling out Colleen, because I knew that I could not just sit by and let her keep doing this to people. And then she made that like little fake ass apology to me. I don't even think it was real. I think she was just doing that so I would stop talking about her. It was a manipulation tactic, clearly. And once that happened, she never talked to me again. And I remember feeling like when she stopped talking to me, it felt like a death. I grieved that relationship because she was somebody I spent thousands.
Okay, here's the thing. But I was lying in the DMs. I just wanted them to give me as much as possible. I was lying. I was trying to see, what they would say. Remember, she just said that in the other video. She was lying to them. But yet she grieved after Colleen stopped talking to her. Now, if you were lying, then why are you grieving? Because if you were lying, that means you didn't give a fuck about them. So why are you grieving? The fuck out of here.
Thousands of dollars going to see. I spent $600 of money that I made from YouTube, like all the money I made from YouTube at the time, and flew to New York City so I could go meet her after she did Waitress.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, like I spent a lot of money on that. And then I spent more money going to San Diego.
That's because you were a grown-ass adult and dumb, girl. You were a grown-ass adult and a fucking stan. That's what you were. That's why. That's why you did that. Don't sit there and become a victim. You spent your own goddamn money. You spent the money that you earned. The fuck out of here.
For $1,000 of my money to go to San Diego. And it's like, I spent all this time, all this money defending her. Like I made that series, like the Allison series that you remember. Like I spent countless hours. I spent 30, 40 hours editing videos like that. Like I spent 12 hours editing this video that you just watched. Like I spent hours and hours editing videos defending her. And that's what she does to me. Yeah. And I was like, wow.
Boom. And that's what she does to me? Colleen stopped DMing her.
It was all for nothing. She used you and me so she could prop herself up. And she's a disgusting, evil person. And so is...
Cody, stop comparing yourself to Adam. Because here's the difference. She actually used Adam. You were a willing participant. Matter of fact, I kind of feel like you suggested it to her. I'm going to be honest. You were a willing participant. Adam was practically a baby. Well, I mean, I say baby because, I'm so old. But he was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No. You were a willing participant. He was manipulated. Big difference. Big fucking difference. By the time you made that video, you were 30 years old, girl. Stop.
Corey. And more people need to understand she's just as bad as people like Shane Dawson. But I think people don't talk about it because she's a woman. I think because she's a female with a young audience, they don't say anything. And it's so awful. Like, I want to cry just thinking about it because there's so many other kids in this fandom that she is going to continually use and groom and do awful things to. And I'm doing the best I can by like sharing what I went through, but she is a very bad person, and I hope people wake up like you and I did.
Yeah, and I mean, I think just like you said something earlier where you were like, you know, like in the moment, like I didn't know what was happening to me or whatever like that. Like, I kind of honed on that earlier where it's like, if I was to go back, or you were to go back and like tell us what we know now, I mean, we wouldn't have believed it.
No, I wouldn't have.
Like, I honestly think that like, if I knew what I knew now and would give myself a warning, I wouldn't have changed anything because I wouldn't have believed it, because as I don't think anyone but us can realize how much she honed in on like daily talking to us and like daily asking us about our lives, and then would ask us to do something. Or I don't know like if there was any examples for you, but like if something if something would go wrong, she like, for example, something happened and she needed defending, and I defended her and got so much backlash for it, and she said, oh, but it's okay, like whenever I fly you out to VidCon, like we'll be able to like talk about it in person and stuff. She never flew me out.
Amber Chick, right? Imagine being in your 30s talking about a fucking fandom. Period. Like, what, girl?
And then there were instances where she said she was going to put me on like her YouTube like recommended tab. There was something that went wrong in I think people were finding out about like her and Eric, like their relationship, and she was like, oh, like if you're able to do this, like, you know, like I'll be able to put your channel here, like once I get back to my computer. And it's like, oh my god, I was so stupid. Like, but
oh yeah, I get it.
But I just would like take any rations that I could. So like, I like have examples like that, and I'm like, I know that other people have examples like that where she would literally make promises to people in order to get them to do things, or she would be act so interested in your life or whatever to get you to do something. And I'm sorry, that is grooming.
Yeah, it is. You're 100% right. She was grooming you. She was grooming other people. Like, I remember being in group chats with her and I remember people like would send links to people's accounts and like make fun of them, and Colleen participated in it.
Yeah.
And people just don't realize that's the kind of person Colleen was. And I wish I like screenshotted it at the time, but I remember seeing it. I would like swear my hand on the Bible. Like, I remember her going in these group chats making fun of fans. Like, that's the kind of person that she is. That's what she does to her audience. And if you say one bad thing about her, then her entire audience will just sick on you. And it's
okay. So let me go ahead and put it out there. My audience, I talk shit about y'all all the time. Just saying. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. Okay. Joke. I do not talk shit about y'all. Okay? Don't take it serious. I don't want y'all to start rioting because you think I'm talking shit about you. I had to put in a joke in there because this is like heavy. I mean, I do talk shit about some people. Like, I talk shit about all my mods. I talk shit about most of my members. You know, I do talk a little shit about y'all. Just saying. Amber Chick, I talk hella shit about Amber Chick. I'm letting you know now. She a pain in my ass. For real, for real.
It's terrible. And I've just gotten to the point where I'm just like, no, I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm not going to be our little ant in her little army going after all these poor people just because.
Kendrick, it is what it is. If you're new to this channel, let me tell you something, okay? Just to give y'all a little background. My mods are always trying to team up with the members and trying to take my channel over. For some reason, Amber Chick and Skip believe they run my channel. I don't understand, but apparently when I die, they're apparently going to be fighting over who's going to get the channel, or they're going to run it together. I don't know, but apparently it's Skip and Amber's channel when I die, okay? I don't know who's going to get the second channel. Probably Jaded. But, yeah, this is the shit I deal with. You know what? Fuck it. Being that it's the word of the day, I have a lot of trauma because of my audience, all right? Between the green people and the blue people in my chat, there is trauma. Jaden Wheaton, 499. We love you for talking crap about us. Exactly. Okay? There's a lot of trauma that I get from my green people and my blue people. All right? Just letting y'all know. And I'm sorry that I'm trauma bonding with you right now. And I'm sorry that I am letting it all out. Juicy over here, Jussie, but still, Juicy over here. I missay Juicy's name on purpose because Juicy is a troll. Yes, you have caused trauma. Just saying. All right, anyway. All right, let's get back.
Because they said one bad thing about her. She is a manipulative groomer who goes after her fans and will talk shit about them, and people don't get it, and it's so sad.
Did I walk into a turf war between green and blue? Yeah, green and blue against me. Thank you for the 2.
It's sad to see.
I think to kind of like, for both of us.
Peepaw, if you think I'm going to run from you, you have lost your mind. You obviously do not know me. Just saying.
In some sort of like, it's like, how do you feel about it now?
Okay, listen. D's nuts. All right? D's, let me explain something to you. I get it. I'm old. All right? I get it. I'm almost 50. I get it. All right? But can we at least get the age right? I mean, 47 is still old. Okay? I'm turning 48 this year. All right? That's old enough. Don't add years to me. All right? At least get the age right. I don't care if you call me old. I know I'm old. But at least get the age right. I'm 47. I'm turning 48 at the end of this year. At least call me old, but with the right age. Damn. Math is an amazing fucking thing. Okay, wait. We can do 42. D's, we can definitely do 42. 42's fine. You're down aging me like by 5 years, okay? I get that. I get it. But no, I'm 47. So if you're going to call me old, just base it off of 47. All right? Just saying. Good gracious. Jeez. Yeah, Peepaw's the one that's the old one. Look at him. I'm the only 55-year-old creator. Please don't take that away from me. It's all it's got going for me.
I feel like I'm at peace with it now because I've talked about it in therapy. But I feel like, honestly, if I had not gone to therapy very shortly after this whole Colleen thing happened, I would not be okay. Like, I was already dealing with a lot of trauma, like I talked about in the video in a little bit, like with an ex. I was being stalked by an ex-boyfriend. I was having Colleen Ballinger fans telling me to KYS myself all the time. I was having people...
I get told to KYS all the time. Listen, I don't cover just this Adam stuff, all right? I have Trisha Paytas haters, which, okay, I understand Trisha Paytas. This is based off of the Mystic stuff and Trishy Land, okay? This is not based off of this stuff. But I still got Trisha Paytas haters who are telling me to KYS. I have Manosphere, you know, the red pill guys that hate women. Okay, I have their fans coming after me and telling me to KYS. I have people who like Colleen Ballinger who are telling me to KYS, and I'm standing here with 2 middle fingers up in the air going, you can't stop me, baby, because I want to say whatever the fuck I want to say. I do not care. Come at me, bro. Okay? Just saying. Come at me, bro. You can say whatever you want. And if Google just so happens to hide your comment, I'm not going to approve it. I do not give a fuck. Just saying. Anyway, all right, keep going.
People in the James Charles fandom still attacking me from the stained eyelids things. I was in such a bad state of mind. I was worried I would not live to see my next birthday. I really didn't. I thought I was not going to make it. And I got to the point where I was like, I need to go to therapy or I'm going to die. So I went to therapy and it saved my life. And I was able to talk about all the trauma with like the stained eyelid thing, talking about Colleen, talking about my stalker, like dealing with all the trauma. If I had not had that resource, I would not be alive right now. And I think that people need to understand that this is the type of thing she does to people. And I'm just worried about people like herself and like me who have dealt with this and haven't had that resource. Like, how are they?
Okay, so it looks like I was wrong when I was talking to her about her saying she was groomed. Unless she says it in the next... I mean, she says everybody was groomed, but she could have just been talking about the kids. Unless she was putting herself in the everybody. And I think when I first heard it, I was thinking she was putting herself in the everybody. So I might have been wrong on that part.
They coping? Because I know that if I didn't have that resource, I'd be dead.
Okay, another problem I have with Cody. I understand that, like, I want everybody's mental health to be good, okay? I don't want anybody to mentally be in a bad state. Even people I don't like. I still want their mental health to be okay. Alright? But my problem with Cody about that is, it's like she makes it her personality talking about her trauma. And I kind of get a feeling, and I may be wrong about this, and I may be wrong saying this, but right now I don't care. I get a feeling, because of the cycle of Cody and what she always does every time she gets called out, she makes it like an excuse to me. Honestly. It feels like it's an excuse instead of her actually fixing things. You know what I mean? Because every time she gets called out, she freaks out, she leaves, she goes offline. Then she comes back, she gets called out, she freaks out, and she goes offline. And it's a cycle. So...
I would have slashes on my wrist and I'd be 6 feet under. So I'm just worried about the future for her fandom. Like, I think I'm okay right now. Like, I feel like that's part of the reason I decided that I'm okay with making this video, because I'm at such a healthy state in my life that I can make this video and get a lot of backlash and be fine. Like, I know that if somebody...
Girl. Okay, well, again, that didn't age very well. You heard what she just said? Hold on.
I decided that I'm okay with making this video because I'm at such a healthy state in my life that I can make this video and get a lot of backlash and be fine. Like, I know that if somebody were telling me to kill myself and all of her fans were attacking me and, like, making fake accounts of me again, because that was something that her fans did, which I didn't even talk about in this video.
Girl, I got fake accounts all over Twitter. I got fake accounts on me all over YouTube. Lord have mercy.
I could have. She would have her fans make fake accounts of me and, like, threaten me and do all this other stuff. Like, there's so much more that I just didn't bother. But I know that at this point, I can handle the backlash.
Well, until Dustin Daly makes a video. Oh, God. Until Dustin Daly made his video, yeah.
I'm healthy enough. But I'm more just worried at this point about the people who are still brainwashed and still in her fandom and don't realize how manipulative she is. That's all I'm at this point. I'm just worried for them. I could care less about me. I'm fine. I'm groovy. I'm doing just fine. But I think that if we don't stop her in some way or call her out and just keep being silent, she's going to continue hurting people. And I'm glad that you and me and other people who talk about her are at least sharing how evil she is, and hopefully it helps wake up even just one person. Even if I can save one person from her, then it's a success.
Yeah, and I mean, first of all, I just want to, like, say...
Brad. Wild how Dustin Daly shattered such a well-adjusted and wholesome creator like that. Shut up, Brad. That was horrible. Oh, dear God.
I mean, really getting to know you in these, like, past couple months, and I mean, really only in recent times and stuff like that. First of all, I and so many people are so glad that you're still here, and I think that goes without saying. And I mean, that was a lot of work for you to get to that point.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to open up about that, but, like, it has provided, like, a whirl of, like, good doing that, and I can't say enough. Like, I'm glad as fuck you're still here, and so many people and so many people are, and
Me too.
And that's something to be really fucking proud of, and that's something to be really fucking, you know, about.
I know, I survived her. Thank God.
So no, that was really good to hear. And I mean, in terms of me, I mean, I think we're on a little bit of a different thing here. I mean, I'm going to be honest, after watching your video today, your video has been the only thing that has provided me some sort of, like, step in this.
And that's the only good thing. The only good thing about her video was the receipts in it. And like I told you, Adam, when she deleted it, you already got the receipts. That's all you fucking need. That's all you needed. Fuck her and her lying ass. And the really great part about it is, to me, personally, she showed that she was complicit in it too. She exposed herself. And I'm telling you, when I watched the Adam part, and I didn't even see that part where she messaged, again, I didn't see that until Matt sent me that Reddit thread. Because she had said, and the way she presented it was just so icky to me, and I saw people praising her on Twitter, and like I understood praising her, because this gave Adam, oh God, like it eased his mind that he knew he wasn't crazy, okay? So I understood Adam praising her for that video, because she was the one that held the key, because she was the one in Colleen Ballinger's fucking DMs 3 years ago, okay? All right? So I can understand Adam praising her. But then I saw other people praising her, and I was like, did you watch the same fucking video as me? Do you not understand and see how the way she's talking? This is not about Adam for her. This is about her. She's being icky. She's being icky, and people did not pick up on that.
People call me.
Oh, thank you, Fairy. Yeah, I was so glad Eva was able to be on that episode with me. It was awesome.
Like, I'm glad. People call me obsessed, deranged, whatever. I don't care, and that's fine. Like, I can take it, because I knew that I wasn't over it. And so, hearing your video today and realizing I wasn't crazy, realizing all this, so I can't thank you enough for that, because, and also for, like, my mom and my brother. My dad and my other brother didn't get involved in anything, because they couldn't watch it happen. They could not watch it happen. But my mom and brother were, like, two brothers, were, like, really involved in it and stuff like that. So for them as well, today, they watched your video and they were like, wow, like, it almost, like, we're validated. And so I'm going to say thank you for that. And it's like, your video has genuinely, in 3 years, been the first thing that has made me feel not good, because it's not the word, but like fine with it. And I can't say thank you enough for that. And I just, we'll leave it at that. But I do just want to say thank you. And I'm going to link your video. I'm going to link your video and stuff down below and your social medias. I'm going to let you take it away to promote yourself for a bit, because that was a lot. And I appreciate you opening up.
Okay, we don't care about her promotion. She's gone anyway. All right. Let's see. What? Oh, I know what we can watch, because I wanted to see this one.
One person.
Oh my God. Paige. Holy shit. All right. Did somebody do timestamps? No, because her audience doesn't do timestamps. Okay, it's when she's wearing the black shirt. Okay. Okay, guys. I am going to run to the restroom real quick. Oh, pigeon salad for 2. Cody wanted to make the story about Cody, me. Yes. Thank you, pigeon salad, for the 2. Let me see if I missed anything. Nope, I did not miss anything. Okay, awesome. And let me go look here real quick. People, I'm here to call you out, Xylie. Your days of brigading niece are over, ma'am. Thank you for the 420, people. Kendrick tipped $100. Kendrick. 07's in the chat for Peepaw. 07's in the chat for Kendrick. Kendrick, thank you for the $100, dude. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. You are awesome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that 100. I thought I saw the notification because I can't hear it, and I didn't have my my Stream Elements activity feed up. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate it. That was very awesome of you. Thank you. Oh, Jessica Pizzle for 420. I'm 6 minutes behind, but how does Cody say she acted like she was cool with people after PewDiePie blew her up and then blocked them and then say, I couldn't believe they acted like my friend and then talked bad about me? Period, Jessica Pizzle. Thank you for the 420. I appreciate it. Anything else? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Yes, we are good. Thank you guys for donating to the Stream Elements. Now, I'm going to go run to the little girl's room, okay? And I will be back. And I'm going to let y'all listen to a little bit of this while I'm gone, all right? All right, I'll be right back. All right, everybody, I am back. We're going to stop that. All right. Let's see. Let's put that over there. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Mikey Perk? How you doing? Yeah, that was the hold music. Well, because I went away to the restroom, so. All right. We are now going to watch. Eva is messaging me. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to watch next is PAIGE'S. And I have to admit, I haven't watched this interview because I stopped watching about halfway through. And I was so mad at Cody, I didn't want to watch the interview. But we're going to watch it now. All right. So this is PAIGE'S video, The Collapse of Colleen Ballinger. Hashtag Traumageddon. All right. Oh, shut up, Megan. I feel bad saying your name, but shut up, Megan. Thank you for joining Just Saying Squad. I appreciate it. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you are ready to watch this. And we're only going to do the Cody interview part. Yeah, Paige is always looking good in her videos. Hell yeah. All right, let's get started.
Or whatever it was called. When he created that video, you came out with your response.
Let me... Okay, let's... Okay. Let's start back here. Because I feel like I was in the middle of a conversation.
Tension was pretty wild, as reputational damage could be applied to...
And I just want to say I love the shirt that she is wearing right here. Just saying.
Cody and Cody's channel for their transgressions at the time. So to bring you up to speed, Cody admits in their video that not only were they instrumental to the takedown of Adam McIntyre, but also that they had wrote a graphic fan fiction for a video that Colleen was producing, a video titled Acting Out Fan Fiction with My Boyfriend, that was released on the 7th of June 2018. In this fan fiction, many detailed that it was graphic and sexual in nature, and that Cody had asked in a group chat if many individuals, including minors, would like to be mentioned as characters in this fan fiction, or if they wanted to be written into the sultry story. There was absolutely no doubt in my mind that the reason that Cody came forward with this information in their own video was because they had to take accountability, otherwise it would delegitimize everything it was that they were saying about Adam.
How are you going to ask minors if they want to be in a fan fiction? Like, really?
McIntyre, and how Colleen Ballinger was kind of like the puppet master, if you will, behind the scenes. So I sat down with Kodeerants to ask them the questions that I truly believe that the audience wanted to ask, and what they truly wanted answered in a final round of accountability. Back in the beginning, when he released his video about Colleen Ballinger Stop Lying, or whatever it was called, when he created that video, you came out with your response.
Oh, you mean the one that I did were in favor of Colleen?
Yes, the one with the blue hair.
Oh.
What prompted you to do that?
I was manipulated into making that. I
Bullshit.
When I first saw it, I was on Adam's side. I showed with my DMs with Bill Sash. I was originally like, this is fucked up. I don't like this. I was defending Adam against James Charles and stuff. And we all...
Bullshit. April 28th, 2020. April 28th, 2020.
know my history with James. So I was really trying to be on his side, Sorry, the sun's in a weird place. There we go. I was really trying to defend him. And then when all of that stuff happened, I was going to make a video and not be in Colleen's favor originally. And then I got the DMs from Colleen and Corey, and they manipulated me into thinking that Adam was lying. And then I also was still in the fandom. So
no, it was either you were all okay. So I'll give her maybe an out. Okay. But she's not going to like this out. But she'll probably use it now that I'm saying it. Because Cody's watching all this shit. All right. You either already knew you were going to make a video sticking up for Colleen, or you were dumb. Again, you were a grown-ass woman of 30 years old when you made that video. You already knew them dogpiling on a 17-year-old was wrong. You already knew that they sent underwear and panties. They sent bra and panties to a 14-year-old. You already knew all that. So it was either you were really dumb or you didn't give a fuck. I personally think you didn't give a fuck. You know what? And you know what would answer that? What you said on April 28th, 2020. All of the messages you said. Because apparently you had said something before that one line. I want to see those messages from April 28th, 2020. I want to see them, Cody. Show them to me, Cody. We're open in Discord. We have open messages in Discord. Send them to me.
People from the fandom were sending me stuff against Adam, and everyone just kind of made me think that he was a bad person, but I didn't know the truth. at the point, I was still thinking, oh, he's bad. I gotta stop him.
Well,
kind of
yes,
thing, which
you
is really
did.
sad when you think about.
If you watched Adam's video, you saw the truth right there. You saw you saw Colleen and Corey suggest sending a fucking 14-year-old bra and panties. But no, guys, we don't care about that part. But we're gonna get her for the racist and the R word jokes and saying the R word and stuff like that. That's what we're gonna get her on. But we're gonna just skip over the whole fact that she sent a 14-year-old bra and panties. We're gonna skip over that whole fact because that part didn't matter, y'all. Get the fuck out of here.
About it now because like I was a 20-something, like almost 30-year-old person, and like there are more important things to be doing than arguing with children online. But unfortunately, I didn't have help with my mental health, and I thought that was an important thing to do. And sadly,
yeah, you didn't want to argue with children, but you sure as hell would be in a group chat asking the children if they wanted to be in a fan fiction. Weird.
Because of all the things that Corey and Colleen were sending me, I was manipulated into making that video against Adam.
Sorry to cut you off there. So, like, what kind of stuff was it that they were sending you in regards to Adam McIntyre?
Everything you see in that video was sent to me. I didn't find any of it. Some people were sending, like, the stuff, a lot of it was from Corey, which I can
Yeah, we saw that in the DMs of your video.
Back up with screen recordings of my DMs, so no one can say that's not true. Corey, he is smart to delete his Twitter because there was a lot. Because I had a lot of stuff on him before he deleted his Twitter because I knew when I was making my video that he was probably going to delete. And so I made sure I screen recorded and screenshot a lot of stuff. But he really thought that he would hide from the fact that he sent me a lot of that stuff, but he did. And he lied to me a lot.
So at the time you were feeling like from what is the fandom as well as the the individuals behind it, Colleen and Corey, you felt as if Colleen was being defamed, and that urged your response to Adam McIntyre to be like, hey, you don't go and say this shit online.
Exactly. Like, I was very close friends with a lot of people in the Ballinger fandom. Like, a lot of them, I had their phone numbers. A lot of the people that I talked to are adults, and there were some minors that I spoke to in like the group chats, like I talked about in my video, which again, I'm so sorry for. But when all that stuff happens, like, I was having my friends tell me, you need to make a video. You need to stop this. And so I did. And then...
Wait, what video is she talking about at the time?
It had a really bad backlash on Adam. I mean...
Wait! So now it's... Wait a minute.
Which, again, I'm so sorry for. But when all that stuff happens, like, I was having my friends tell me, you need to make a video. You need to stop this.
So now it was... So in her video back then, she already knew it was wrong. She was in Spill Sess's fucking DMs about it. And not only did Colleen and Corey manipulate her, but now it's all her friends back then were telling her, oh my God, you need to make a video. Hold on. Friends told her to make it in 2020.
And so I did. And then it had a really bad backlash on Adam. I mean, there were a lot of people also defending him at the time, which is what prompted me to look.
You know what, Danielle? I agree with you. Jesus Christ, it's always someone else's fault. She never takes fucking full accountability of her making that goddamn video. She blames everyone else for making that video in 2020 except for her own agency. She literally is acting like she runs around with no agency whatsoever and she can get manipulated by people and that, because her friends were asking her to do it, she made it. Get the fuck, bro.
More into Colleen, which is why I made the other video I made where I had like yikes in the thumbnail. And because I saw all this stuff about her making fun of like rape and all the jokes about on like Facebook and Twitter, and like I found old journal posts of her like talking about really nasty things, which I have all saved. And people sent me stuff in DMs. I still have all of it, like nasty stuff and like old video descriptions on our YouTube channel. The I'm a pedophile thumbnail that I found that I shared in my video recently that I just showed. Like I found so much stuff. It was overwhelming. And then I was like, I have to say something against her. Like I can't just be silent on.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're such a goddamn stan of Colleen Ballinger, and you watched her videos, and you literally traveled to different states and went to her shows, you cannot tell me you did not already know about that shit. You cannot tell me that. How in the fuck can you... Explain to me how somebody is so invested in someone and they don't know. Someone please explain that to me. I must be dumb. I must be dumb because I don't get it. I don't get how you didn't know that shit.
My platform and not let people know that I'm against it. Like, I don't know a better way to say it. Like, I'm just not for supporting somebody who does that kind of stuff, right?
Sorry to stop you there. So a lot of your old content, right, it was surrounding Colleen Ballinger. Some of your most popular videos were Colleen Ballinger orientated. Do you think that was kind of also a part of the incentivization of you like creating this content, because you knew obviously within the fandom you were known that it was going to be a hit for you as well? Do you think that was part of the incentive of wanting to get your hands on the story?
I did not know it was going to blow up this much at all. I thought maybe 600 people would watch it.
Bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
I did not think it would get to this magnitude where 50,000 people would watch it.
You're lying. You're lying. Because you knew by putting the Adam part in there, it was going to get views. You knew by inserting those DMs from 3 years ago that vindicates Adam McIntyre, you knew it was going to get views. Cody, you've been doing this long enough. You fucking knew it. You knew it. Don't even try to lie to me. You knew it.
Hands to God. Like, I did not know. I mean, I did call Adam and let him know that it was happening, that I was going to post it. But that's just because I wanted him to see the part about him. Because I didn't want to talk about somebody and not let them know about it.
So how do you feel about like Adam's like unwavering forgiveness of you? Because like for all intents and purposes, you've already admitted that you did some fucked up shit. So how do you feel about like how him just fucking forgiving you? Because you don't see that too much on social media, girl. Let's be honest.
To be honest, I don't feel worthy of it. I feel
You're
like
not.
I've done so much stuff.
You're not worthy
that
of
isn't
it.
Great, and that's putting it very lightly. I mean, you've been around for most of it. You know it's not, girl. You know it's not good. Like, you know it's dark, right? And there's no excuse for it, because like I should have been in therapy a lot sooner. And like even though I'm in therapy now, I'm still not good. Like I would say I'm at like 30%. Like there's a long road ahead of me. But when he forgave me the first time, I don't think.
QTV, thank you for joining the Just Saying crew. I appreciate it. Thank you. Never refriend a snake, because when a snake sheds its skin, it only becomes a bigger snake. Period. Point blank period. Mikey Perk, thank you very much. Word from the wise, people. Word from the wise.
I think it really impacted me as much as now, because I was still mentally ill when he forgave me. But when he called me and like really like broke down, and I knew how much it affected him, like when he told me on the phone, this is the first time it felt like I've been validated. Like this is before anyone else heard that. He's like, it's the first time I felt validated and like seen for what happened to me. And he doesn't know this, well no now, but when he got off the phone with me, I sobbed. I was just so overwhelmed with the fact that something horrible that I did had been forgiven by somebody who was so wronged for years, bullied for years.
And what did you do, Cody? You shat all over it. You took a big old shit all over it. How does that feel?
Years for something that I did. It was very overwhelming and emotional for me, and I made a therapy appointment after. So I knew that I had to talk to my therapist about this and that I needed to find a way to forgive myself. I feel like I've forgiven myself the best I can, but I still feel like this overwhelming pain from what I've caused him and so many other people by me silencing him with what I did in the beginning, if that makes sense.
With Adam, at the time of creating his video, being...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Was him and so many other people by me silencing him with what I did in the beginning, if that makes sense.
With Adam, at the time of creating his video, being 17 years old, and obviously you at that time approximately late 20s, right? Did that factor in to you at all? Did that
No, she was 30.
Register at all when making a video that like, oh, maybe I should approach this differently because this is a minor?
Unfortunately, no. I wish it did, because now if that had happened, never would have made a video at all talking about him, because now I know that that's wrong. I wish I knew at the time.
You did know! You said in Spill Sessions DMs that you... Oh my God. Oh my God. You are literally sitting there in the year of our Lord 2023 fucking lying to Paige in that manner. Ma'am, you said it was wrong. You knew it was wrong. And yet you still decided as a grown-ass woman of 30 years old to fucking make that video. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I wish I could strangle my old self and go, what the hell are you doing? You need to not do this. You need to not talk to minors at all. Just in general. Just don't do that. But no, I wish I could say I did. I mean, when I was making my first video, I was, and it's a sad way to say this, but I was trying to be as nice as I could be, even though I was messed up. I was trying to be nice, but I knew deep down that when I was making it, that I was just so heated by the whole situation. I think that I was going through trauma and the inside, and I was kind of taking it out.
You know what? Oh God. Oh, this is gonna sound so bad coming out of my mouth. This is gonna sound so fucking bad coming out of my mouth. The more I hear her talking about her trauma and her mental health, and she was manipulated, and people told her to make the videos, and the way she acts like she had no agency at all, it makes me not give a fuck about her mental health. Like, I know deep down inside I want everyone's mental health to be good, but I feel like she's using it as an excuse. I feel like she's literally using her mental health as an excuse and as a pass. Hey guys, give me a pass because my mental health wasn't good. And it irritates the fuck out of me because she's not taking responsibility for what the fuck she did. Like, I can understand people do bad things when they're not in the right mindset, okay? I've done it. I've done the exact same, not the exact same thing what she did, but I mean, I've done things that I wasn't in the right mindset when I went in and did it, okay? But instead of taking accountability for what she did and telling everybody, okay, this is what I did wrong. This, and this. She always has to insert my mental health, seeing a therapist, my trauma. She always has to insert that, and not just once, but a multitude of times in the same speaking of when she's talking about it. It's almost like she's using that as the excuse. No, you're still grown. You still have agency. Like, what?
Out on him and everyone else, if that makes sense. I was projecting my anger onto other people because I think deep down I knew everything was wrong. and then I realized it too late. And
no, bitch, you didn't know deep down. It wasn't deep down you knew it was wrong. You already knew it was wrong. Do you not understand, Cody? Your video that you came back with, you are literally fucking telling on yourself, and now you're trying to make it sound pretty to everyone you talk to about it.
I feel so bad. That's why I said at the end of the video in my new one,
you should feel bad.
I said I never should have made this video. I should have just made that video going after Colleen, because that's what I should have done. I had to, it took months of therapy for me to realize that, but that's what I should have done in the first place. Never should have made it, unfortunately.
Let's have a quick conversation. I think with one of the things I think that a lot of people have a problem with, which is the fanfic, right? There is a fan fiction book thing that you did on Wattpad quite some time ago. Some people have detailed it as sexually aggressive. I once again have not read this thing. I've not been able to find it anywhere. So
yeah, I deleted it.
Okay, so you deleted it. So what's the story there, and how did minors get involved?
So here's the story. When I made the fan fiction, I was obsessed with Colleen, and that's a mild way to put it. I was like obsessed with her and her family, and I was like, what if I write about how Colleen and Eric got together? And so when I wrote it, people even in the fandom were like, this seems almost real, like because of how detailed I'd be at it. And
so you mean to tell me that you were obsessed with Colleen, but yet they manipulated you to making a video? You mean to tell me I'm supposed to sit here and believe you didn't want to make that video? Especially after seeing that DM.
The story, like I talked about in my video, was also relating to my own stalker that I had at the time. So when I wrote the story, I wanted to have a stalker in it. So when I was writing it as characters, even though they were real life people based on the characters. And I had that Hello Baby group chat. And so when I was deciding to start it, I asked, hey, do you guys want to be in the story? And the people who wanted to be in the story, I would add their names in, not thinking anything of it. I would just name the character that name, not thinking about who. So that's how the people's names got in. So the main storyline that I had in the story was that Eric Stockland's character had an obsessed ex named, I believe, I don't want to say her name actually because it's the person.
Yeah, it looks like Hello Baby was the group chat she was in.
It's not, but he had an obsessive ex. I'll say obsessive ex, and that obsessive ex had a miscarriage when they broke up or something. I'm going off memory. And then when that happened, she wanted to like have the baby still that they lost, because like when he broke up with her, she lost it because of like the trauma. And I wrote about that also because I had recently had an abortion. So that's kind of why I added that into the story.
That wasn't her group chat. That was other people's group. That was a Colleen group chat. That wasn't her group chat. Blush.
Oh my God, it's gonna make me cry just thinking about it. So that's why I added that. And so in the story, oh God, sorry. So when that happened, I wanted to like kind of write about what happened to me, but like in the story. So basically I was Eric.
Okay, she says in there she added anyone who wanted to be in there. So like she added their name to a character. My question is, were some of them the minors? Like, were some of the minors actually their names put into it? You know? Okay, Fury. That's fine. Okay.
Basically, I was Eric. And so I wrote about his character being like kidnapped by the girl, and then like being R-worded. And then I never finished, like, I think I finished him getting out. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Like him like getting caught by police, I think, like him getting out. I'm not 100% sure though, because kind of blocked it out.
But basically, the Eric in that story was me. So that's what that was. And then a lot of people reached out to me and were like, Cody, you shouldn't have this online. Like, it's messed up. And I'm like, oh, crap. I didn't realize people would be mad at me about this. Like, I wish I did, but I was mentally ill. My attacker got me pregnant, and then I had an abortion after, and it was just really traumatizing. And that was how I dealt with it, which was unhealthy. Should have just been in therapy. Should have just been talking to someone. I am now, which is good, but this is like something that will affect me my whole life, which I think people just, they're mad at me for writing about a real life person, which I get. Like, I think it's stupid now too. My therapist, when I originally told her about the fanfic, because it is something we started discussing like last year, when I told her about it, she went, "You wrote a fanfic? Why didn't you get a diary?" And I'm like, I know, I wish I did.
So talk to me about the culture within the community. Obviously, Adam McIntyre was vulnerable because he's a minor. Instantaneous vulnerability card. There you go. Right. You were clearly in a vulnerable state mentally, that you weren't adequately dealing with your mental health at that moment in time. Was that a similar situation that you saw with many people within the community, that everybody was kind of just going through something?
I think we were all just looking for comfort, like some sort of comfort. And a lot of people found comfort with Colleen. Like, I think a lot of us in the fandom had a parasocial relationship with her. Like, anytime she'd reach out to us and DM us, we're like, oh, we're talking to our friend. That's what it felt like. It felt like anytime she spoke to us, oh, that's our friend. That's our friend Colleen. But she wasn't our friend. She was using us like we were using her, if that makes sense. We were both relying on each other for comfort. And I think when I joined the fandom, I was looking for friends because I didn't have any in real life.
When it comes to this whole entire situation, there's going to be a lot of people who think to themselves,
oh, God. This is... Ugh.
that, you know, you were quite instrumental in the quote-unquote character assassination of Adam McIntyre. Do you feel like you are as much to blame for that situation as Colleen?
I don't think I'm as much, but I do think I am a big...
Oh, bitch! No, 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 no. Oh, no, ma'am. Wait.
Colleen?
I don't think I'm as much, but I do think I am a big reason. I think that her and the fandom are the reason why he got taken down. But I think I was, you know, like the dirt on top of the car.
Honey, you were part of that fandom. You made that video. You can't sit here and go, I don't think I was as much. I think it was Colleen and the fandom. You were part of that fandom. So if you're saying I think it was Colleen and the fandom, that means you too. Because you made that video because you were in the fandom. Remember, your friends were telling you to make the video. Oh my God, help her. Oh my God, she bullshitted all over Paige.
Often. Because there was a lot of things behind the scenes. Like, she was talking to people in group chats. She was messaging people. She was getting her friends to try to get them to say stuff. Like, as you saw, James did, and like other friends of hers at the time did. Johnny, who's in the fandom, did. And now look, he's come out against her. Yeah. Yeah, all of them. She was in everybody's messages. That's why I'm like, how does no one believe me that she was in my messages? Because she was in everybody's. She was trying to fight really hard behind the scenes for all of her friends to defend her. And I think she thought of me as someone who could help defend her because she knew a lot of people in the fandom watched my videos. And I think that's why she slid into my DMs, all snake-like, trying to get me to make something. Because why would you send me that if you didn't want me to say anything?
Ah, but you slid in her DMs before that. 2 days before that. Matter of fact, you slid in her DMs the day Adam's video came out. Ma'am. You were one of whose mods? Anime fan boss.
Okay, so where are you at now? Mental health wise, where are you at now? You said that you're in therapy, that you're, you know, progressing through some of your traumas and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't believe that anybody expected this situation to blow up as big as it has. We've now got mainstream media getting involved.
Yeah.
How has that been for your mental health? Because we've gone from maybe the community might know about it, the YouTube, that segregated unit, but now the world's talking about it.
I am so sorry, Anime. She's full of shit. She's so full of shit. I'm sorry. I have a hard time believing her. Yeah, I know what she's doing, Deez. I know what Paige is doing. Listen, you can catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar, right? I know what Paige is doing.
How are you dealing with this mentally?
Not great. I'm not doing well. I've been crying for like 2 days. I feel very overwhelmed, especially yesterday, because yesterday I sat down and I was reading a lot of the stuff people were posting that I didn't have already myself, and I just started crying. I was watching Johnny's video. I was reading other people stories, like with Trent. I was reading the stuff with Colleen and how people had horrible fat phobic things happen to them. Talia, she talked about that. Like, so many people in the fandom were sharing their stories because it was going viral more and more. And I sat down and I was like, I'm just going to sit down and read everything that I can to educate myself on other people's stories. And I was crying the whole day. And I was like, oh my God, why didn't I say something sooner? But then I'm also like, oh my God, what have I done? And I felt this extreme, horrible uneasiness about everything. And I'm like, oh my God, am I re-traumatizing people because I brought up this story again? Am I hurting people? I was more worried about everyone else than me. I was worried about, am I hurting people for bringing this up?
And right after this interview is when she did her live stream. Right after, literally, right after this interview, Dustin's video dropped while this interview was going on. And then after that, she went live. Cody went live. And when she had that god-awful live stream.
And I already knew that I made Adam cry about reading the DMs and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, how many other people am I hurting because I'm sharing what happened? Also, like, very mixed emotions, because then I'm also like, well, at least I'm helping people have a platform where they feel comfortable enough to share, because a lot of people were scared because Colleen's fan base is so bad. They're so bully.
No, I don't think she was okay, that right there, Tua, I do not agree she was re-traumatizing Adam without warning. No, I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that, Tua. Are you, unless you're talking about the live stream, are you talking about the live stream? Because her dropping her video didn't re-traumatize, I don't think re-traumatize Adam. If anything, it gave him the, I'm not crazy. Thank God. Thank God this is coming out. And people know I'm not crazy. She actually vindicated him. But the problem is why she did it. And what she's been spewing, what she had been spewing afterwards. Yeah. Yeah, Cody warned him before she did the original, before she did the video in 2023. Yeah. Yeah, she is trauma dumping on Paige.
Yeah, she's like, they almost killed me 3 years ago. I'm like, dude, I don't know how to feel. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know how to process it.
Would you say that, like, Colleen's fandom had become like somewhat of a community hub, in a place where, like, you weren't really having that much outside socialization? Because I remember when all of this took place with Adam McIntyre, it was like in the middle of the pandemic.
I mean, I'm sure it did open some wounds, but I don't think it re-traumatized him. I don't think so. He hasn't said so. I mean, if anything, he was happy for that video. Now, her live stream, however, oof. Her live stream and her taking down that video fucked up Adam. But I think he's coming out stronger. He's coming out stronger. He's talking to the people that he was in the group chat with. He's seeing stories come out, and Adam is carrying on. And I think that's fan-fucking-tastic for him to do that. I think it's fantastic that he's doing that. I really do.
Literally everyone was developing parasocial relationships because we couldn't fucking go outside. So do you think that there was also like that extra added bit of vulnerability due to the fact that we were just creating parasocial relationships at that time?
Yeah, I'd already kind of had that mentality because I didn't have friends, so I didn't really go out. The only time I left my house was to go to work. And I worked at Amazon at the time. So when you work at Amazon, you're just in like a little cubicle packing things.
I used to
so,
work
like,
for Amazon, girl.
I didn't go out. Like, you know, like
I used to
you
pack.
don't really go out. You don't talk to people. You're so busy. Like
They won't even let you have your
something.
phone. It's awful.
It's you can't even listen to music, girl. It's bad. So you understand, like, I was very lonely. And so when all of that happens and like the Colleen stuff, I was really holding on to it for dear life. Like I started online on 2018 and I didn't really do anything with my time at the time. And I was working at a gas station before when like the James Charles thing happened. All I did was go to work and it was me. I was the only person there most of the time. And so it's just a life of lonelyhood. And then when the 2020 thing happened with Adam, I was very alone. And so I was just hanging on to my relationships with people in the fandom so hard that it was breaking me off. Like it was hurting me. And then when I finally let go, I feel like I've still been falling ever since.
So when you left the fandom, you left your community, you left all the people it is that you cared about, the people it is that you had generated a friendship with, the people who you were talking to every day, the people who were checking in on you. Like, how did that feel emotionally to go from having, you know, creating almost like a space for yourself to feel comfortable and with people who you believed at that time cared about you, to then suddenly having nothing?
It was the darkest point of my life. I remember wanting to end my life around then, and almost did. And it was just horrible. And I want Colleen to understand, like if she ever sees this, to understand what she did to people like me. Because
I really don't think Cody is okay. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Cody is okay. And I hope Cody really is getting that help. That doesn't take her agency away because she already knew it was wrong. She already showed her hand. She already showed her hand and she already showed that she knew it was wrong what was happening to Adam. And she decided to join that dog pile. But Cody's not okay. There's no way that she can be okay going around telling everybody what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? I really hope she's getting the help she needs. Because she's not okay at all. She's not.
I felt very alone. And I felt like when I left that fandom, even though it was the right thing to do, obviously, because it places this horrible, even just talking about it, it's just re-traumatizing. It was the darkest point of my life. But I'm also grateful it happened because that's what got me into therapy. And that's what kickstarted me into getting help, my suicide attempt. So I have this like love-hate for it because I hate that it happened to me and I hate the trauma it caused me, but it kind of saved my life, but almost ended it, if that makes sense. It felt like she was our friend. I don't know how else to say that for us because I was still grieving it. Like I was still talking to Trent until yesterday. And then when I read all the stuff about Trent and I read it and then a lot of people got mad at me for reaching out to him, rightfully so. I understand why people would be upset about that. But my first instinct, and I was manic and I was not doing well and I was already going through a lot, so I wasn't making good decisions. And I reached out to him and I just wanted to know, why would you do this? I just wanted people to know what happened with me. And after all of this is said and done, at least I didn't lie. Like I was honest as much as I could be in my video, and I broke off contact.
No, you weren't. That's the whole problem, Cody. You weren't very honest in your video at all. You weren't honest with your intentions. You weren't even honest about the DMs with Colleen. You were not honest at all. you tried to paint a picture, but I guess you were so rusty at making a video, you weren't able to cover your ass. I agree, Deez. I agree, at least with the attention seeker part. I agree with you. I absolutely agree. And I still stand by what I said. The only thing I take back what I said when I talked to her on that live stream was the grooming part. Unless she included herself in saying, when she said that they groomed everybody, unless she puts herself in that everybody category, I was wrong about that part. Yeah, exactly. Like, what about Adam, Babo? Exactly. What about Adam? What about what he went through for 3 fucking years?
That, like, my contact with Trent and all the family, like, that chapter is closed. I don't speak to any of them anymore. I'm just trying to move on, you know, and
I don't know,
I still
Blush.
have a lot of stuff that I have on them, but like after all of this, I'm just like, maybe I should just be quiet and like let everyone else tell their stories. I think it's more important for everyone else to have their platforms, and this has become so big that I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like I should just sit back and like let what happens play out, and if I feel like I need to say something later, I will, but right now I feel like it's just become so much that I need to take a step back.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with like protecting your mental health in this space either, because it's a lot. I just want to say a massive thank you to you for coming in and having a conversation with me this evening. Hopefully we've been able to tackle all of the big questions that a lot of people had, but I just hope that you look after yourself and all of that good stuff. And yeah. Right, let me start. Now
Oh my god. Ugh. That was something. Robert says Cody needs to realize that she was an adult and most of the other people affected were children. I genuinely don't understand how she's putting herself in the same category. I 1000% agree with you, Robert. And that is what's so fucking irritating to me. That's what's so irritating to me. It's remarkably irritating. It's like, what? I don't know. Okay. I think I've been live for like 2.5 hours. I don't think there's really anything else for me to cover because we've all seen the live stream. We all seen the part of me talking to her in the live stream. And I'm definitely not going to be playing her live stream because I think it's a waste of time. You know? I think it's a total waste of time for me to play that live stream. Yeah, I think I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, she didn't stay quiet at all. She's talking to everyone she possibly can, yeah. Yeah. I mean, look how she was in the live stream begging for me to come up there. And I kept telling her in the chat, you're not in a right place to talk to me. Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to stay calm with her. I knew. And that's why I didn't want to go up there. But it just eventually, maybe I can get her to get off the fucking live stream. And, you know. So, anyway, I'm getting out of here. Everybody, thank you for stopping by. I'll be going live tomorrow night at midnight. And, yeah. Just remember, keep it real. Bye, y'all. Oh, wait, wrong song. Oh, my God. Wrong song. Here we go.
Motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been
Thank you,
this
Pigeon
game,
Salad.
Popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no